Alrighty, we got a Series 5 40mm Apple Watch here in front of us. This is the GPS LTE model. And today we'll be replacing the cracked screen here on the top. We offer a mail-in repair service where we can fix this for you, or if you guys would like to fix it yourselves, all the parts and tools can be found in the description below. Alright, so let's get right into it. First thing we'll do is get our heat gun. And I have set mine to 170 degrees Celsius. And we will heat up the adhesive here along the edges. Alright, now we're going to get our pry tool here. And when the screen is cracked like this, it'll be kind of a pain taking it off. You might see this here as we proceed. And we have to be careful here, so as we're putting in the pry tool, barely want to put it in. And just get the top layer so you can separate the touch force sensor there from the actual screen. So you have to be careful not to damage that there. Alright, so this is why when a screen is cracked like this is kind of difficult, because as you're going along the edge here, it's just going to keep cracking more and more. So this will be a time-consuming process here. But it is important to take your time as you're doing this so you don't damage any parts underneath. Alright, so we're gonna just try and separate the screen here and get the ribbons off the screen in the back. Then we'll clean up all the rest of the glass there as best we can. So the ribbons are connected from this side going here, so we would want to lift up here slightly, but lift from the top. And when you lift from the back, just be careful not to lift it up too much, or you could mess up the ribbon holding it. And if you do damage the ribbon, that will require some micro soldering on the board to replace it with a good one. So if that does happen, it's not the end of the world, but it's something that not everyone will be able to repair, especially if you're doing it from home and you don't have all the tools. So just be mindful of that. Put the shards of glass there. So there we go. Now we're going to start taking off the screen connections there, the 3 ribbons. So from the back here, we'll start lifting up the adhesive here, holding down the ribbons. Alright, so be careful of all the shards of glass that come off. A lot of times the glass is really fine. It can just kind of like get everywhere. So just make sure you clean off your hands and wherever it gets at. Alright, so now we have the screen off. We're going to proceed to remove the rest of the glass here that's above the force touch sensor there. So we're just going to apply a little bit more heat. Continue on. Alright, so we just cleaned up all the broken glass there that was above the touch force sensor, and as well we took off the adhesive that was holding down the screen there as well, that was there before. Now we'll just clean it up a little bit, so then when we add the new adhesive it will just adhere really nicely. And down here I'm just using some rubbing alcohol with some Q-tips. Alright, now we're going to have our replacement screen here. We'll start the installation process of the new screen. Alright, now before we put on the new adhesive, we will make sure that it starts up here, that the LCD is working fine. So right now I'm putting it onto the charger. Alright, and so we got the indication that it's charging here. So we are getting video, and as soon as the battery charges it up enough, we'll run a test through to make sure that the touch is working, that the force touch sensor is working, the speakers working, and everything else, the Taptic engine. Even though we're just replaced the screen, we make sure that everything is working how it's supposed to be. So now we are ready to adhere the screen back to the main body. So we'll take our adhesive here. I'm going to apply a thin layer. Just clean up this excess here. Right now we're going to get all the excess glue out of there by just applying a little bit of pressure. That will cause the excess glue to come right out. And we'll just clean up the excess glue right away. And now, while we wait for the glue to tack, we'll just throw on a rubber band. And then this glue should adhere in roughly 24 hours. It should cure fully. And so we'll have this rubber band on just so it gets a little bit of pressure and make sure that it seals up nicely. And after that is done, we'll make sure again that the display is working fine, and we'll test the entire watch as well, just to make sure that everything's functioning as it should be. Well, thank you for watching. Have a great day.